Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino. My name is James Scaresbrook. His name is Oliver Scaresbrook. I guess you might call him the Little Wino. Actually, no, that's probably not appropriate. He most certainly is not tasting or drinking wine at this stage, but someday. So yeah, basically I'm introducing Ollie to part of the difficult process of tasting wines, which is part of my job. But it also is my passion, so lucky me and lucky Ollie to be a part of it. Ollie and I are looking at two wines that have been submitted from Hillsmith Family Vineyards, outstanding family-owned business in South Australia, and we're looking at Oxford Landing wines, two from 2017, so this vintage, both with a recommended retail price of $8.99. And these are certainly sitting in a very much a value proposition. Under $10 you can find plenty of good stuff, plenty of not good stuff as well at your local Dan Murphy's. So it'll be interesting for me to look at these wines. Ordinarily I possibly wouldn't look at wines in this kind of price point, but I am there's a little bit of red wine from the last tasting I did. I'll just rinse that glass. I am kind of interested to see what the Hillsmith Family Vineyards team can do with a wine in that kind of price point. Sauvignon Blanc, of course, a pretty popular variety, particularly in that sort of $5 to $20 price point. So here we go. You ready? Not like there's a little bit of a little bit of colour there, which is surprising. It's almost a pale straw sort of colour. Really, the aromatics. You right, buddy? Aromatics are just absolutely flying out of the glass. Do you reckon you smell that, buddy? Does that smell good? No, it doesn't smell good. Don't be so mean. Well, you know, very classic varietal kind of gooseberry, kiwi, passion fruit. I wouldn't be surprised if a bit of fruit for this wine. Yeah, Murray River. So up in the Murray-Darling Basin, I would say Riverland or Jura, that kind of area. Riverina, perhaps. Yeah, very classic, very sort of textbook, pure varietal, but really quite exuberant on the nose. Let's taste. A little bit sharp, a bit green, a bit of bite. It certainly doesn't have a lot of that kind of sweaty or kind of cat pea character that you get in cheap Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. There is a little bit of flesh there, there is a bit of fruit character, but it is certainly in that sharper side where the dry characters and the fruit characters are almost fighting with each other. Look, it's not bad for $9, but I'm not a huge fan of Sauvignon Blanc generally, and I'm not a big fan of what I would call cheap Sauvignon Blanc either. But for sub $10, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with that one. The other one we're going to look at is also 2017. It is a Merlot, and I would not be surprised if the fruit came from pretty much the same area. Interestingly, with the it says sustainable winemaking and vegan friendly. That's interesting. A little bit more sort of herbaceous and talky than I might expect in a Merlot. Careful, bud. not as kind of juby and sort of blousy on the nose that I would expect from a relatively cheap Merlot. No? Okay. I just forgot to say let's taste. Apologies. Sharp and dry. A little bit green, possibly a little bit underripe there. But I like the kind of the freshness of it. I like the focus. So I don't know, for $9, I guess people might expect a little bit more ripeness, a little bit juicier fruit there. I mean, certainly it can be, when you're making wine at a bulk volume, it can be a very slippery slope, and you can very easily go from underripe to overripe. I kind of do prefer, if I'm looking at a wine at that price point, on the underripe side, but I kind of feel that a lot of people would prefer it even overripe, dare I say it, fruit sweet. So I don't think those are bad wines for $9, but I think that, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that potentially you should be spending a little bit more on your wine, because there's a big difference between say a $10 bottle of wine and even a $15 bottle of wine, and $20 even more. So I guess, yeah, these aren't bad. You're not going to be disappointed for the amount of money you're spending, but spend a bit more on your wine, guys. Hill Smith Family Vineyards do make really outstanding wines. Even your Lumber, the Y series, I think is massively over-delivering as far as price point. I do recommend that for my wonderful partner, Victoria. She loves rosé, in particular Sangiovese rosé. But in any case, thank you very much to Hill Smith Family Vineyards for very kindly donating some samples. I really do appreciate the opportunity to look at any of the wines that they produce. I think it is a fantastic business. If you'd like to see your wines tasted on Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino, please do get in contact with me via my website, intrepidwino.com, and I'll provide you details where you can send samples. If you did like this video, please hit that like button underneath and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Share on social media, and be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other videos there as well. You can follow me on social media at Intrepid Wino on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And come and visit me at intrepidwino.com. Lots of different content there and ways of getting in contact with me. But guys, from Ollie and myself, until next time, cheers.